No, we are not alone in the universe. And you might think that this is something said by some famous scientist or some Air Force pilot who has encountered strange objects in the skies, but not quite. This quote comes from Demi Lovato, one of the most prominent singers and actresses in the global entertainment industry, who had an experience that surpasses the human and the natural. A fantastic and at the same time terrifying experience in which she had the possibility of having contact with beings from other worlds. It all happened while Demi and her team were in the middle of a Joshua Tree desert in search of information that would be functional for her projects and documentaries, which in fact also talk about extraterrestrials. During this same journey in search of clues, one of the most incredible clues of all occurred. An orb of light suddenly appeared instantly near Demi, as if observing her in particular. And although this strange object was extremely close, at all times it kept its distance from each one of those present. Demi Lovato described this moment as the most beautiful and incredible experience of all. But what actually happened? Mankind has always looked to the skies for meaning, but as our yearning for knowledge has reached farther into the depths of space, the search becomes for the answer to the question, are we alone? If you seek the truth, like, subscribe, click the bell icon, join us. This is what the world needs. This is disclosure. Throughout history, there have been many artists who have witnessed some kind of sighting or contact with beings from faraway places in outer space. Aliens, extraterrestrials, strange objects that fly over the skies and specifically visit chosen people who often had to be satisfied with just seeing orbs of light or seeing objects in the distance with strange shapes that were transported at high speed. Many of these encounters have changed the lives of each of the people who have lived and witnessed them to such an extent that they all agree that the experience changed their lives forever. The truth is that no matter what really happened out there, there are testimonies that really help us understand that maybe we are not alone in the universe. When Elvis Presley was 8 years old, according to what he had experienced, he said that he had been telepathically contacted by interstellar beings who showed him a man in a white suit in front of a huge crowd, something he undoubtedly came to understand much later. That man in the white suit was him at the height of his success. Just like Elvis Presley, several artists have had inexplicable contacts with beings from other worlds, such as Demi Lovato, one of the most recognized artists in the world, who had an experience that radically changed her way of seeing the world. Will Demi Lovato, as well as each of the artists who experienced it, be chosen to be able to achieve some kind of contact with humanity? Yes, Lovato undoubtedly believes that there is something out there, watching over us, protecting us, or exploring us, but surely none of them are there to harm us. Quite the opposite. The 29-year-old music industry star had a close encounter with extraterrestrial beings in Joshua Tree, California, where she says the experience was totally mind-blowing, something she had never seen in her life. The former Disney Channel star's story came while promoting her upcoming projects, including Unidentified with Demi Lovato. According to Demi, she and her team are fully committed to finding the truth surrounding the UFO phenomenon. Demi Lovato went on to say that her encounter changed her way of looking at the world, an experience that seemed like something out of a movie she had imagined before, sensations that only made her see that she was witnessing something inhuman, something that did not come from our lands. The pop star tells how she was with her team touring Joshua Tree, and suddenly, as if it were something instantaneous, an orb of blue light appeared about 15 meters away from them at a height of almost 4 meters, almost touching the ground. This object maintained a cold and distant attitude, as if keeping its distance from each one of them. For Demi, it was a beautiful and incredible experience that confirmed many of the clues they had when looking for answers to these mysterious objects from outer space. In a trailer for Unidentified, one of the projects she was promoting at the time of the sighting, Lovato expresses her desire to find out what really happened that night during her interactions with the mysterious blue orb. Who were they, and why were they there, so close to them? Perhaps to confirm to her what exactly they were looking for? What did they want to prove or confirm to her? On the other hand, Demi affirms that this was not her first encounter with extraterrestrials, but that there had already been other experiences that prompted her to investigate more deeply about everything that had happened. She says that she was looking at the stars while doing a kind of protocol to make contact with the extraterrestrials, when at that moment, perhaps thanks to what she was doing, a flying object with huge lights appeared directly above her, which even created some kind of question mark. Right after that, the object disappeared at exorbitant speeds. After these events, Demi Lovato says she realized that her life was going to change in a profoundly spiritual way, as she felt connected to each of these trips and sightings that the objects made towards her. And beyond the fact that they are just visits, Demi truly believes that these beings are among us in our day-to-day lives in some way or another. She affirms that without a doubt, these strange beings from other worlds are very loving, intelligent, and that they seek the best for us and for our planet. So is what Demi tells us true? Do these objects really want to help us improve as humanity? In the trailer for one of Demi's programs committed to UFO research, the team is seen traveling to different locations and talking to various experts in an attempt to get in touch with the truth about what other life there may be in outer space. And in between each of the questions, a truly disturbing one arises. What if extraterrestrials are really no longer traveling light years to visit us? What if they are already here, among us, waiting for us to finally dare to reach out to them? According to Demi, humanity must enter into a process of acceptance regarding the existence of these beings, since talking freely about it would increase and expand our consciousness as a species and inhabitants of this planet. For her, these UFOs take care of her worst enemy, which is herself. In an interview with Pedestrian, Demi Lovato confidently explained that these beings from another planet do not intend to harm humans. Throughout our history, various governments have always been concerned about what these objects could mean for world security, all because of the inexplicable technologies these beings possess, technologies that go beyond what we could have ever imagined. In this particular case, Demi believes that if something out there wanted to harm us, it probably would have happened a long time ago. Lovato said the purpose of the series is to give an understanding of how much we need to take care of our planet and how much we need to learn to expand our consciousness. I think the world is becoming a more open place, the star added. Slowly but surely, I think we're making progress, and little by little we're getting there. This mystery-filled series is currently available on the Peacock platform only in the United States, which consists of 4 chapters in which the actress and singer does her best to explore and uncover the mysteries surrounding UFOs. Demi Lovato assures that she has been a believer in UFOs for as long as she can remember, and that the series tries to move away from negative representations of extraterrestrials. Certainly in the United States, the word alien does have a connotation that even goes beyond the pejorative, and not only refers to extraterrestrials or interstellar beings from other worlds, but is also used to refer to immigrants or non-citizens. Demi, after bringing to light each of her mysterious experiences with extraterrestrials, mentioned that one of the most important steps in moving forward in the search for answers was to shed each of the negative stereotypes held about extraterrestrials. After all, why would they want our planet when we are burying it with every bad decision that has been made? Yes, as much as Demi is an artist and activist in the search for answers, thousands of scientists are also focused on finding the light at the end of the tunnel that, after so long, allows us to observe what is really going on around the search for the unexplained. The insatiable search for answers has extended beyond what we understand today. Every day we come across more and more doubts and scarce answers that can identify what are the strange events that happen to us throughout our lives. We are not only talking about scientists, but also about artists who throughout their lives have had experiences that they have not been able to define, but they have left something profoundly clear, and that is that we are surely not alone in the universe, that something is surely happening out there and we do not know very well what it is. After all, that is what we are, explorers looking up to the stars in search of answers that little by little travel farther than we could ever have imagined. Are we alone? We don't know, but everything indicates that there are beings that, rather than representing a danger, are there to take care of us and protect us from ourselves, according to Demi Lovato. Do you agree with her? Let us know in the comments below.